The Jacob's Way is a pilgrimage that starts in northern Germany, goes through belongs to the monastery of Einsiedel, and this is the recreation and mediation point of the monks. So it seems like monks go on holidays and then they come here. This is why it has a church there. And the other island is also an uninhabited island. Pilgriming from north, from Rapperswil towards the city of Einsiedel. If there would not be no such bridge, then they would have to make a detour around Lake Zurich, and that would mean another 50 to 60 kilometers walking. That would be another week. And so they created this Pilgrim's Bridge where everybody was going over this bridge. You will see it on the right-hand side shortly. But what you will see is a replica. This is only here for about 40 years, because a 600-year-old bridge had to be torn down because of safety reasons. And so the bridge that you're seeing here is actually standing exactly at the same points, but it has of course some modern items on it. Here to our left-hand side, the area to our left-hand side is archaeologically documented to have been settled on already about 3,000 years before Christ. People were fishermen and hunters in those days. Were the mediation and recreation points for the monks of this monastery, and the roses are blooming between mid-May and end of October because of very sheltered conditions and very good soil. We'll be arriving shortly at our parking lot for Rapperswil. Then we're going to disembark. Stay in Rapperswil, you can leave on board the bus. The Ricken Pass route here is the shortest connection between the region of Lake the right hand side, you can see that the river flowing through the Lind. The tree that you see here to the left-hand side is one of the traditions in Switzerland. If there is a newborn baby, if there is a newborn in the house, then the father puts up a tree like that to communicate that there is a newborn in the house. Find the name and the birth date of a newborn on that tree. right-hand side, before the River Rhine, that is Switzerland. If you look into your right-hand side, you might see the castle of Verdenberg, which will be our next destination in approximately 10 minutes. And it is to be claimed everybody's river, so is the river of the Swiss, the Liechtensteiners, the Austrians, the Germans, the French, and also the Netherlanders, because the River Rhine is the border river to all of these countries. Its well is in Switzerland, about 150 kilometers southeast of here. And it flows down the upper Rhine Valley, then into the lower Rhine Valley river, from here into the Lake of Constance, and then from the Lake of Constance over the Rhine Fall, which is the highest fall in Europe, with a width of 150 meters. And so on, that you will find along the Rhine.
およそ300メートル先、道なりに進みます。左車線を進みます。
of us is the home of Bettina von Salis. Today is no longer a private home, it is now a winery. And all the vineyards that we're driving through now are the vineyards of this castle, Saalenek, as it is called. Here to the right hand and left hand side coming up. Here we are traveling through the winemaking village of Flash. The population of Flash is about 500 persons, and about 150 are working in the winemaking business. If you look behind the houses, then you see the vineyards of Flash. As you can see, they're pretty steep up here, so about 50% of these vineyards are machine workable. The rest is all done by hand.
side, this is Lake Wahlen, Walensee, one of Switzerland's 1,850 natural lakes. The lake has a length of 20 kilometers, 1 kilometer of width, and is very much deeper than Lake Zurich.